Hello, hello, it's Tammy. Welcome back to my December daily junk journal with me. Today we're going to do day number 20. Kind of just looking through the book here to find a page that I want to work in. As you see, maybe you can't see, but below the book, I have some papers set aside. I had gone shopping last weekend. Joann's and Hobby Lobby were, well, all of the craft stores have been having amazing deals lately, and Joann's was having a sale on their scrapbook paper. And then found the Park Lane Time Worn Textiles. That's those first three pages. That one paper was from this Paper Studio Nature collection pad. And then the last of these, I don't remember exactly which ones came from which, came from the next two. Yes, I bought four paper pads. So Park Lane Timeless Treasure, and then Park Lane Heirloom. So yeah, four more paper pads to add to my ever-growing collection. But do you see a trend starting here? Yes, they're all green. It's going to be a green page, guys. Okay, so my plan was, well, as I was flipping through those when I got them home, I was like, ooh, these are really cool. And I was kind of gravitating towards the green ones and kind of came to me that I wanted to do a collage. So while the collage is going on, I'll stop talking and kind of let this run. It's pretty self-explanatory, and I'll be back with you later on. Okay, so I'm back. All right, so looking at a set of Bo Bunny cardstock stickers here, and I thought I wanted to use this Christmas sticker. It just was too busy for the page. So I went back to this page of postcard images and decided I thought I'd like to use this. So started removing some that had green aspects to them. So kind of just separating them here. And this one here has green writing on it. This one has kind of like a light green background, and then that small one doesn't really have green in it, but I liked the way it looked with the others, so went ahead and went with that, and kind of just looking to see how I want them laid out on the page, and going back to my stickers, trying to find something to decorate these with. And I like that two little girls. So I knew I wanted to use that one. And then I found that smaller one. It says December 25th. And it's just got some like Christmassy flowers. So yeah, just kind of looking through all this other stuff. I wanted to see how else I could decorate these because they looked a little plain yet. And keep looking at those gold poinsettias, but stickers, but I never do use them on this page, so they'll definitely make appearance somewhere, but not yet. And then went back to my stamps and found this Tim Holtz stamp, and decided to try the birds. So getting that ready to be stamped and looking for some ink, and I wanted it to be there but not be overly there. So I chose the gold, and I don't think I've stamped with this one yet, so I'm just doing a pre-stamping here just to make sure everything's good. And then as I was looking at it, look at this. It's a little kid with some flowers, and it says Merry Christmas on it. So then I was like, well, I can't cover that up because that's pretty dang cute. So I went back to this other postcard and decided to put the birds there. And it still didn't quite feel finished to me. So I'm kind of thinking about, oh, and then now that I see the image on that smaller one, I realized I needed it to be vertical. So thought I would go just trying some other layouts. But yeah, still kind of thinking about that December 25th one. So just looking for a border stamp that ended up with this, I guess it's My Mind's Eye Lost and Found. I don't remember which collection that is, but it's got this really cool little border stamp in it, and thought that would kind of finish it off for me pretty well. So this got to be a little bit fiddly, so rather than put you through having to watch me struggle, I fast forwarded a little bit, and here we go with how that turned out. And then you can see I also did some stitching around that sticker, and then also the bigger sticker on the other postcard. So putting that away. Probably will be using that again at some point. I do normally clean my stamps. I just didn't have any baby wipes handy, so I'll be cleaning those later. Don't worry. I'm not that bad. So, all right. So now I'm thinking about the back sides of those postcards, and I lined them all with some tea-dyed paper and glued them to the back, and then just showing you the last one, I'm ripping off the extra of that just to give them a little bit more sturdiness, and getting my distress ink back out so I can darken those edges so that they'll match a little bit better with the rest of the page. I wish I could do it this fast in real life. So it's a vintage photo color. And after the glue stick, they were a little bit bendy. And I know it'll flatten out a certain point, but they were a little difficult to work with. All right, so then I decided I wanted to washi them to the page, getting out what I think might be my most favorite Christmas washi to date. It's a Tim Holtz washi from last year, and the background is black, and then it's got like holly and berries on it. It's just really neat. I like it a lot. I don't normally run out of washi tape, but I have a feeling I'll run out of this one. There's another one in that set. It's with the plaid, red and black plaid, and then there's another black one with some font. It's like a typewriter font in white, and yeah, that'll definitely be making more of an appearance in this book. So. All right, so as you can see, my postcards are fastened to this sheet, but they're kind of flopping around. So I decided to make some little tuck spots, and gonna go back to those Bo Bunny stickers, and went and found a scrap of the green paper, and just adding a little word sticker to that, and inking that up, and I'm going to glue that down to some craft cardstock. And there's my circle punch. So maybe you can see where I'm going with this. So I'm going to do that with 3 different words. Sorry, the camera didn't really want to focus there for a second. It'll get better in just a minute here. All right, so got my 3 little circles, and of course you got to distress those edges as well, and my fingers along with it. And just gonna place those down in a spot for each of the postcards. And I decided that's how I wanted them to be. And so then you just glue half of it and leave the other half open, and when it dries it'll be strong enough to hold the paper down. So I normally would have probably used brads on all 3 of those, but I didn't really want random brads in the middle of the backside of the page. I guess I could have. It doesn't really matter because that's a pretty thin piece of paper, and most likely I could have just easily glued something on the back of it and you never would have known. But you know what? This was another fun option, so that's what I decided to do. So here I am going to get my journaling prompts, and chose number 1, which says, if you could summarize this year, no, don't put it away, you still need that, Tam. If you could summarize this year in 3 words, which 3 words would you choose? So I had to think a little bit on the 3rd word, but the first 2 came real fast. Getting out my Amy Tangerine block stamps and some black ink, and stamping out the first word, and it is grace. And the second word is persevere. Really perseverance, but that wasn't going to fit. And the 3rd word is learn. And so kind of the story behind these. I changed positions at my job, and I went from B2C to B2B side of the business, and it's a completely different set of people, completely different type of business. I had to learn an awful lot of stuff in the last year, and on top of that, I had a whole new team, had a whole different boss, and so lots of learning, and also a lot of perseverance was needed. There was a lot of challenges, and along with those challenges, I also learned that I needed to show myself some grace, and others a little bit of grace sometimes too. So that's the journal entry for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll leave you here with a few final photos of it, and I will be back with you again very soon, showing off the next one. Hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!